So guys, I went down another 9/11 rabbit hole yesterday. Always this time of year, we always gotta look up stuff. And I was looking up 9/11 jumpers, trying to find a video of them hitting the ground on Reddit. And I came across this very interesting lost media subreddit, which tries to find different things, pieces of film that have been lost, tries to resurrect them and find them. It's very interesting. And the actual most upvoted thing on here is a Sesame Street Wicked Witch episode. This is very, very interesting. Now, this episode was dug up, and it's like the holy grail of Sesame Street episodes. It was recently found. Insane discovery. This is the episode children were afraid of. Yep, after a wave of complaints, it was never aired again. So apparently, the Wicked Witch, caused children to have nightmares, get scared. They brought her on Sesame Street. There she is right there with Big Bird. Of course, we know how much Big Bird likes vaccines, but no, there she is with Big Bird. He's got her cane, whatever. But I watched this, guys, and it's crazy to watch something like this. I believe this was from 1975. And people were talking about the overall quality was amazing for 1975, but it's crazy to look back and understand that this is so rare. These actors, they had no clue how rare this footage was going to be. And apparently it says, update, I've read speculation elsewhere that this was retrieved as part of a hack of the previously mentioned website attached to the LOC. Apparently at some point as recent as last year, you could stream or download content from their site, and someone managed to grab all of the Sesame Street videos, possibly the whole site, and briefly uploaded them to the Internet Archive. This got brought down by the usual forces, but the files are out there. So something was hacked, they uploaded it, and they were able to dig this out with the Lost Media subreddit. And Reddit is very interesting. I do like Reddit. Obviously, you're not going to want to go into their politics. A lot of alt-left people, communist people. It's not a good thing there. But just when it comes to like the interesting pages, and then I started looking into the 9/11 jumpers and the overall videos they had. And we're all so fascinated about 9/11, not the buildings coming down or anything like that, because there's 100 images of those. Although, guys, there was a YouTube video, and I'm sure this video's been deleted. Maybe there's 1% chance this video is still there. The video was titled, I think it was 23 different angles of 9/11, of the second plane, because obviously the first plane, there's only like 2 videos on it. The one video where they're filming, the firefighters and whatever, that was the most clear one. The second plane, there's going to be a bunch of videos because they're already filming. But guys, there was an angle of the second plane hitting the tower. It was 4K. It was crazy. I've never seen it. I doubt they have it. But the video was titled 23 different angles of the plane hitting the tower. But people were trying to find this one video that was probably uploaded to YouTube in 2007 or 2008. And guys, we remember YouTube and how it works. If you uploaded a YouTube video in 2007 or 2008, and it's still up, and your content is still up from 14, 15 years ago, the amount of checks it's passed, because YouTube has severely, continuously restricted their site, deleted videos because of ad revenue and advertisers not liking it. It's become so neutered and so toned down due to advertisements. They've gone through every 5 months, YouTubers are getting emails saying we're updating our guidelines, but really they started really cracking down on it like 2014, 2015, and then it got really bad in 2017, and now they've normalized it to where every few months they're tightening it up. And they made a big change back in like 2020 where they made you say in every video, this is for kids or this is not for kids. And now if you tried to upload certain content, they've got a whole vetting system within the uploading process, which makes it so hard. The point of this whole thing is there was a video back in 2007 or 2008 uploaded to YouTube called LOL Superman. And the video, some individuals, after the first plane hit the tower, they were filming at the base of the tower. And this is footage that it's very rare because it's just a situation where the plane hits, the second plane hits, the buildings come down, there's a massive smoke cloud. You know, it's just a limited time you can film under there before the second tower hits and it comes down. So this is rare footage, but someone had graphic videos of 9/11 jumpers hitting the ground. And it's like this footage that nobody can find, and they're looking for it. And take a look at this. Hey folks, there's currently a big search going on in the Lost Media subreddit for an old clip floating around back in the day of someone filming the base of one of the towers before it collapsed. It's apparently the only close footage of some of the victims falling on cars and onto the street in full view. It's also filmed under one of the speakers that was playing some of the satellite music that a lot of people have been trying to track down. So yeah, with 9/11, the whole area of 9/11, they would play music, and obviously, you know, nobody thought there was going to be anything happening on 9/11. Like, they didn't think the buildings were going to collapse, so they were playing the normal music. The tower gets hit, the music continues. So this footage that they got had this it wasn't creepy music. The music turns creepy because of the situation that's going on. It was like joyful music that was being played as the one building is literally on fire and the entire superstructure burns and it's about to collapse. So very crazy. Actually, they ended up not finding it. I don't think they're going to be able to find it. I'm sure it was purged off of YouTube. The amount of purging YouTube does nowadays, there's simply no way you'd be able to find something like that. But I just thought it was so interesting that they were looking for that. In this overall site that I found, there's actually another thing right here. This rabbit hole that I spent about an hour on, there's actually an hour-long YouTube video that has about 4 million views maybe, and it's a really good video. You would not find this interesting, but take a look at this. I found a McDonald's training game at a flea market for $15. This training game has been lost over 10 years, and only 2 known people are still known to have it. It was auctioned for 300,000 yen online at one time. And there's a major story behind this because McDonald's was trying to train their Japanese employees. And remember the Nintendo DS, they had a specific game. Of course, the only reason this is worth so much money, or one of these little games is worth so much money, is due to the rareness of it. And you can actually search on YouTube and find a great hour-long documentary on a dude who purchased this for right around 300,000 yen. I'm not sure what that translates to in USD. It's in the video, things like that. But overall, very interesting. And it's so unique how all the game is, it just teaches you how to flip burgers and do McDonald's and make the Big Mac. Because it's so scarce and they created this game for a specific person to train Japanese employees, the game has such a high demand due to its scarcity, and it makes it so unique and valuable. And then this here, it says all of these old iOS games are considered lost or partially lost. I'm currently collecting them. Flappy Bird is lost. Remember that game was huge in like 2014. Minecraft Lite, yes. There are some other ones. Apparently, Angry Birds can you not find Angry Birds? People were talking about Angry Birds being lost. I remember playing Angry Birds. So I bought this old Motorola V360 just to find this game. It's called Vampires, and it doesn't exist online. Even the devs have a copy of this game. So they bought a frickin' flip phone to play a game that is exclusive. It's very interesting stuff, guys. So overall, I just wanted to talk about this site, talk about the 9/11 thing, the Sesame Street find. It's a very interesting site, and it does have a community. It does have a following. And actually, how I found the 9/11 stuff was another subreddit that I frequently go on, Eyeblech, Eyeblech. It is a pretty graphic site, but I think everyone should look at that site because it's important we train ourselves and we understand. But there is some pretty graphic stuff on that, and people were talking about the whole 9/11 jumpers and things like that. That site is pretty gory. It's not horrible, but Reddit, I mean, they will take some of the stuff down, but there you want to go to a site that's not in the dark web where you can find graphic stuff. I mean, they had live leak up things like that. This subreddit is way more, at least in my opinion, more graphic than live leak, or they're at least similar. But on live leak, there was a bunch of stuff that wasn't graphic at all. So I don't know, but there's some interesting stuff on there. But yeah, I would love to react to some things from that subreddit, but I wouldn't even be able to post it, honestly, guys, with the way YouTube works and how they vet videos. Again, if your video was uploaded, if you have content that was uploaded in 2009, 2010, 2011, they actually had a specific app for YouTube. I remember back in 2011, whenever my number one Christmas gift throughout my entire life was an iPod Touch 4th generation. Obviously, you look at it now, it's horrible. Actually, it's so sad what happened with the kids. They've had to discontinue the iPods, the iPod Touches, because now all the damn 10-year-olds are getting iPhones, which is just, I don't know why parents are doing that. I thought the iPod was such a good first. If you're going to give kids something, don't give them a freaking iPhone. Give them an iPod. But now the iPod Touches with the screen, they were discontinued because parents were just getting their 10-year-olds iPhones, and now all these kids are on TikTok, and unfortunately, they're all socialists, they're all communists. It's sad. But, guys, we all have that one Christmas gift that we love, or we like, it was our God gift. We, like, begged our parents, and mine was, I don't know, whenever it came out, but I got it for Christmas, and that was the one gift that I really wanted, the iPod Touch 4th generation, and I got it, and it had its own YouTube app. You did not have to download the YouTube app off of the App Store. It came with it pre-installed. You get an iPhone, Safari's already installed, things like that. What do we got installed here? The weather, the notes. It was like one of those pre-installed apps, and I actually didn't want to give up my iPod because the pre-installed version of YouTube was so much better. It did not have ads. That's why it was better. The pre-installed version of YouTube back in 2012, 2011, when I was younger, I don't remember the exact date, it didn't have ads. And YouTube, I don't think had ads. I don't remember. And then it started, getting ads and things like that. I'm sure, there might be an ad on this video. I don't know. But it is sad. Unless you have, I would say you can do something, guys. You can get, I think it's YouTube Red. I should know this. I upload to YouTube. I should know what it is. It's like you get the free ads or whatever. You can game it to where you keep creating new accounts, getting free trials, and you won't have to deal with ads on my channel. They'll give you a free monthly trial. I used to do this all the time with expired debit cards. You entered in an expired debit card, and it would accept it, and it would give you the free month. And then when it tries to auto-renew, the credit card is not valid, so it won't charge you. It's basically a dead credit card. You get the free month. You don't have to auto-renew. And that's what I used to do, honestly, and I would be able to get certain things. I don't know if that still works. It probably doesn't. I did it back in 2018, but there is workarounds to the whole ad situation. But guys, I just wanted to talk about some of these cool lost media things. It's certainly an interesting thing to look at. Just exclusive video. These people film these things. They have no clue. It's totally normal, and then it gets lost, and it's like this magical film, and you watch it, and it's like, this is crazy how rare this is. But guys, that's going to do it for this video. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.